Hi, welcome back. This week I'm going to be talking about parkrun. This Saturday I was at my local one, which is Bath Skyline. There was over 260 people there this week. I've been doing parkrun for just over a year. I really enjoy this one. As you will see on the video as it goes on, it's more of a trail run. I'll talk you through the course and as we go around, and you can see the course for yourself. The reason I started doing parkrun is because it's open to everybody of all abilities. Some people walk it, some people can run it in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Other people will run as much as they can, then walk, and run as much as they can again, then walk. That's what I do. I need to build it up over the next year and be able to run the full complete 5K without stopping. Obviously with my man to coast training. The quickest I've ever done it is 38 minutes, and I was over the moon with that. But it needs to get better, and I want to now, over the next year with my training, improve that time. Really, my ideal time I would like to do is between 30 and 35 minutes. The reason I started doing parkrun is I watched a YouTuber called Mark Lewis, who was over 20 stone when he started doing it. He refused to ever get any results at the end, but I do. I like to get the results each time, and I'm going to start comparing them, and hopefully, when I revisit this in a couple months' time, you'll see my times have improved. Every week, my grandson Harry comes with me, and every week, without fail, he says, "Oh, I'm not feeling it this week, Grandpa. I'm tired. Can I run with you?" And I say, "Yeah, no problem, mate. You can run with me." It never happens. As you can see, he's already out of sight. I can't even see him on this video. As an extra treat this week, I had my cousin Jason coming with me, who said he was going to run with me, but he's a lot fitter than me. So Richie, within a couple of minutes, he's just the one in the front of me now with a black t-shirt and the yellow and white writing on. He was soon out of sight. The only thing I would say about this Bath Skyline is it can get very, very crowded at the front. So until the pace settles down, it can be quite crowded, and you have to go very steady and concentrate on this part of the field, because there's also rabbit holes that you can really fall in and really do yourself some damage, but this is the last bit. You would end where we're coming up to now is where you end, but we're just going to enter now the gravel bit. Just one last thing before we talk about the gravel bit. The marshals on this course are absolutely amazing. They will try and warn you where any rabbit holes, and they do put some cones down. But it's just one of those things you really, really need to look out for if you ever decide to come and do Bath Skyline. Here we are, just now, running past the first marshal, Karen, just before we hit the gravel bit. So this bit, I've speeded up because obviously I'm not going to show you real time the whole course. This bit's slightly downhill. If you get just down here, it's shaded. My thoughts and feelings on this at the moment, same as it is every week. You idiot, why are you doing this? It's too hot, I'm too tired, why am I bothering? So this bit here where we slowed down the video game, this is about 1k in. I don't know why, I always find the first 1k a bit of a struggle till I slow my breathing down, sort my own pace out, and kind of not trying to keep up with everybody else, just concentrating on my own race, my own time, and my form and stuff like that. You can see I've speeded it up here again because obviously it's going to take me 40 minutes. You don't want to watch a 45-minute video. So as we're coming down here now, you're coming to the first loop. The marshal, as you can see, is holding the sign saying first loop. This part of the track is a bit more mudded, a bit more of a trail track. That's why I say it's a trail run. You're more aware of people because it's quite narrow down here, so you've got to be looking out and move to the side for people. At this stage, I think everything's going really well for me, but unfortunately, as you will see, it's too easy to fall over on these sort of courses. So the moral of the story on this bit is, don't check your watch as you're running, because this happens. And also, if you need to take a second because you've knocked all the wind out of you, don't worry about being embarrassed. What I really should have done here was just take a couple of breaths in before I tried running down this bit here. So this is downward slope. You have to go really steady here because there's stones, leaves, branches, you name it. It's not too bad this time of year because it's quite clear. In the winter, it could be quite dangerous. Well, I find it quite dangerous anyway as well. As you can see, we're running down over the hill here now. You're seeing the Bath skyline. It's a beautiful view. It's more better in the winter, I think, because you can see everything's quite clear. As you're running along here again to this track, it's quite wide. So if people want to overtake you, I was really struggling at this point. Now we came to the famous steps. What can I say about these steps apart from they are brutal? I'm nowhere in a position to be able to run these steps at the moment. Fair play to anybody who can. As you can see, I've stepped to the side there. This lady's running by. But I literally just walk this. It's brutal once you reach the top. I always get told by the marshal up here, oh, you've gone through the worst part now. But there's no way have I gone through the worst part. This just kills your legs. And you can definitely tell my time slowed down after doing these steps. So we're going along this path again. It's the same sort of thing. As you can see, this is why I definitely think it's a trail run. This is why I think it's the best one in the area that I find. And this bit along here we're coming, and this is the part to the, this is back to where we first started. So we're going back to down to the same track again. As you see, there's my partner here stood there. I definitely needed a drink on this because it was definitely getting really hot. We're going back down the same track again, going to loop 2. You can see we've speeded this bit up again because we already did this in the first part of the video. This is slightly downhill, this track, but I'm really starting to struggle now. The wind, that fall has really knocked the wind out of me, and the steps really take it out of you. Most of the people are starting to finish now. As you can see, I'm just approaching loop 2. You can see the marshal who will appear any minute now, and this is when we go off onto the more of the wooded area of the track. He's just sort of coming into sight now, and I'll start to talk you through loop 2. So this is the second loop. As you go around on the figure of 8, it's a really lovely area to walk, as you can see through the pictures. But it's not so much good on a Saturday morning when you're feeling very tired on a park run. The only good thing about this area is it's quite shaded. I don't know why, but this is the area of the course that I really struggle with. This is the bit now where we enter. I don't know why. I don't think I think in all the time I've done it, I've managed to run through this without stopping maybe 3-4 times. Maybe it's something mentally with me. Maybe it's something I've got to get better at. But I completely struggle on this part. It's lovely. You know, your dog walkers, like I said, it's perfect. It's just more interested in running on concrete, which a lot of people do. As you can see, it's a brilliant trail run. I really enjoy trail running more than I do on concrete or the treadmill. Another marshal here who had heard that I'd fell over, so he was really concerned. So after assuring the marshal I was okay, even though my hips and my knee was hurting, I carried on running. I needed to get my base time. This was the object today, to get the base time, and then know that's the time I need to improve from. So off I set again. Yes, this is starting to become a struggle. My hip was really hurting. God, I sound like an old man. Probably run like an old man as well. I'm not much faster most weeks than an old man. I would say there's probably old men on here that beat me. But like I said, I just kept going. The one thing I would say is I always keep going. Walking, trying to get past these dogs, give me an excuse to slow down a bit. Lady was telling me I was crazy because it was too hot to be running. There comes the point now where you can tell how inexperienced I'm doing videos like this. First time I've ever recorded anything, fall over, and well, lucky didn't break my hip. That would have been a great video that I suppose to put up. But it shows now as well. First time I've ever recorded anything with the GoPro, and unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see the end. The battery went, didn't realise until I'd finished the course. But I'll quickly talk you through the rest of the course. So most of this is a gravel track for probably about half a K. Then you get to the famous potato field. This field is brilliant, I would have thought, not that I've ever been there, running through if you're one of the first people. If you're not one of the first people, especially winter time, it's quite compact and hard to run on. So after you finish in the potato field, you join another gravel track, pretty much like the one that's in front of me. You then join the field that you started in, and that's how you finish. This week, my time was 44 minutes and 28 seconds. Terrible time. But the way I look at it, it can only improve. Sadly, I really wish I could show you the end, but obviously my battery is gone. That's an inexperienced YouTuber for you, but hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I know they're not brilliant in a moment, but I am going to be trying to improve them over time. It's just experience. It's just an experience for me. If you like what I'm doing, you want to see my journey, like I said, even to just laugh at me, please click the button at the end and give me a follow. Thank you.